The pay rise nannies receive doesn't come without a downside. The roles of nannies are changing as their responsibilities increase.
When I first moved to London 5 years ago, I worked as a nanny, and my duties were really just childcare focused. I mean, all I did was take the kids to school, play with them, that sort of thing. It was really simple. Then the role that I most recently have is completely different. It's almost like a second mum. It's, you know, they really rely on you to do everything.
Most nannies say they work more than 10 hours a day. These long working hours mean nannies still get a similar rate per hour.
Quite often the parents would be running late coming home, and they would give me a quick call, maybe 10 to 7, and say, oh look, we won't be home for another 2-3 hours, we need you to stay. And that's a really awkward situation then, because what can you do? You can't leave the children alone, so you have to stay. And even though they pay you extra for it, it's still, you know, it is definitely a burden.
More and more families are sharing nannies to cut costs. A parenting expert says nanny sharing can be great for parents on a budget.
Those benefits come at a price. So they want to pool their resources in effect and try and get some form of bargain, whilst knowing that they've still opted for a very strong, good form of childcare.
Nannies say sharing a nanny wouldn't harm the quality of their care, but good communication is essential. The reported pay rise for nannies seems to mean an increase in responsibilities and workload. Though most parents may feel they could pay their nannies more, the question remains if that will be possible, with hard financial times ahead for most families. Both nannies and parents are trying to find creative ways to come through the hard times. Nanny sharing could be an economic solution for both parties, for a reasonable price. Caroline van Soelen, City International.